Mr. Platinum Man here with my review for the May 28th, 2015 edition of SmackDown. Now, this was my first episode of SmackDown in years. You have no idea how long. So I wanted to be very thorough and I took notes so that I could get every detail in and whatever it was that I was feeling. My cat keeps trying to jump up and interrupt this damn video, and I swear I'm gonna grab her neck and kill her in front of this camera if she keeps doing that. Now, I'm gonna read off the notes just so that I get every detail in. Dean Ambrose promo started off the show. He was talking about Monday Night Raw. For me, it felt really light. He didn't sound upset or angry that Rollins got him locked up. For me, it sounded like stand-up comedy the way he was telling his story. Me personally, I would have been pissed off if somebody locked me up in jail for even a second. And I don't think the footage really made him look innocent at all. He struck first, beat up two guys, and then a third. But that's wrestling. I think he could play a heel tons better than a face. Or maybe they just need to make him sound like a pissed off face. Say less and speak with aggression and let his actions speak loud. So, maybe I'm just missing the point. Maybe they wanted him to sound unfazed, nonchalant, and too cool for school. But I figured with him being set up and the match being this Sunday, that whole situation would throw him over the edge with anger. Then we had a tag match between Cesaro and Kid versus the Lucha Dragons, with the other teams that will be participating in the match this Sunday as the Lumberjack outside. The match was fun and full of action. The Lumberjack aspect allowed all the teams to be on screen without having to compete and take up too much time. They didn't interfere or get involved too much, so the focus was still in the ring on the Dragons and Cesaro and Kid. And there were a couple nice spots. It was pretty fast-paced throughout. It never dragged. I love that they made the sharpshooter sound like a huge deal. It took longer than expected to be broken up, which put even more focus on the move and made his opponent look strong for not tapping out. For a second, I actually thought that he will tap out. The Dragons picked up the win, which made them look like they were on Cesaro and Kid's level. Fucking bitch, I swear to God, I'm gonna kill her. So, as I was saying, it made them look like they were on Cesaro and Kid's level by picking up the win. And since they kind of got distracted at the end, it didn't make them look weak either. It was a good back and forth match. Probably my favorite match of the night. Now, next we had, I believe this was next, Seth Rollins and Kane promo backstage. Maybe I'm too used to TNA where no one expresses fear or being worried or threatened by another opponent. Oh my God, I'm gonna kill this camera. I said camera, cat. I'm gonna kill this cat. Now, maybe I'm too used to TNA where no one expresses being worried or fearful. Everyone has really high confidence in themselves. But Seth Rollins came off as a big pussy to me personally, and not as a world champ. And this is in response to Ambrose' non-threatening happy promo. So if that was to intimidate him, how much of a champ is he? Now, not to compare WWE with TNA, I know everybody hates that, but a perfect example is EC3. Ethan oozes high confidence at all times and carries his feats like defeating Sting and Angle. It comes off as very believable and intimidating. He's never threatened, and when he is, he spikes up his adrenaline and aggressiveness. And then Kane's the guy that's reassuring him, the guy who displays the least self-worth or confidence week in and week out. But yeah, let's see how this goes later for them. Barrett versus R-Truth. And if it sounds like I'm being critical of the show so far, I'm actually enjoying the show. I'm just giving my thoughts. We had Wade Barrett versus R-Truth. I would love to see Truth get a bigger role. I think when given the spotlight, like in TNA, he finds ways to deliver. Involve him in a big angle against maybe the Authority and see how the crowd responds and then take it from there. Have him make the save for a huge face, and Triple H want to make an example out of him. An R-Truth versus Triple H feud would be a breath of fresh air and very unpredictable. Might elevate him or put him back where he's been. If it doesn't, depending on how the crowd is invested in the storyline. He's a former NWA World Champion and first debuted during the Attitude Era, so he has earned his veteran chops. As for Barrett, I understand that everyone that wins the King of the Ring usually adapts that I'm a king gimmick, but I really thought that that would die with King Booker. When Stone Cold Steve Austin won the King of the Ring, he owned it without having to retransform himself. I really hope that WWE fades King Barrett's gimmick out and kind of finds a balance between him mentioning it and being proud of being the King of the Ring, but not having to pretend to be a king everywhere he goes. The promos just sound too similar to the kind of promos that King Booker used to cut, and I don't think they should repeat anything like that. You know what? I'm gonna grab this cat. Happens to be this cat. I'm gonna grab her and I'm just gonna hold her on my lap against her will, like Dr. Evil used to do with his cat, Sugar Plums. I forgot what his name was. Either way, or Mr. Biggleworth. There you go. I think I got it right. So let's see where we're up to. So yeah, I think they should find a balance where Barrett could carry the pride and cockiness of being the latest king, but not have to act like a king and come out with the crown and the royal thing. Have him break the crown on somebody's face and still call himself the king, but he doesn't have the crown anymore because he broke it over Ziggler's head or somebody. Anyways, let's see where we are. When Booker won it, it became an annoying joke for cheap heat and took away from the actual accomplishment. So I really think that they should find a balance for Barrett because it's going to do the same thing for him. It's going to take away from the actual accomplishment by turning it into another king gimmick. Now, this match between him and R-Truth didn't actually have any memorable, crazy moments, but the finish saw R-Truth catch him off guard, and then Sheamus came out and took both of them out within seconds, which was the highlight of the match, highlight of the segment, and I think that's what WWE intended to do, make Sheamus look very strong at the end of that. You have these two guys fighting against each other, and nobody's getting the clear upper hand, and then Sheamus comes out and gets rid of them within seconds. Now, I wanted Ziggler to win this Sunday, but now I think I want Sheamus to win, to see him manhandle more opponents and to see how WWE eventually would book him losing. Whoever takes it from him could really be elevated with a clean win at a pay-per-view like SummerSlam if Sheamus was to win this Sunday and dominate between those months. Then we had a Rusev and Lana promo. I like that on Raw she used the word victim and came off feeling empowered. Small details like that make this a little bit more than a manager breaking away from the talent that she was managing. Small details like that can reach certain demos and make this angle seem smarter and well booked. I like that he kept his cool and intimidated her by being nonchalant and simple instead of a big dumb brute smashing things to pieces. He came off as confident and not so mad about the situation with Ziggler. Even though we all know he's mad and pissed off, he came out as feeling like he had the upper hand. Let's see where we're up to. The angry, jealous ex, all the time displaying that he's angry, would have been the old tired way to handle that segment. Next, we had Rusev versus Ryback. I haven't seen Ryback wrestle in a while, so I didn't know where the crowd stood with him and whether or not he was a face or a heel. He was very over with the crowd, if not just as over, probably just as over as when he first debuted as Ryback. They started to feed me more chants out of nowhere. Now, with the need for more legit main eventers, as I was saying in my last video, maybe it's time Ryback gets the push of his career. He's larger than Lesnar and can be there every single night. Just imagine a legit feud between the two and what it would do for his career. It seems like a no-brainer if the crowd is on board. Hell, have Paul Heyman switch on Lesnar like he did over a decade ago at Survivor Series. Have him switch on Lesnar for Ryback, proclaiming that Ryback is the next big thing and Brock used to be. If they were to do such a feud, they could really take their time with it, and it's just an idea. I hate when people say, this is how wrestling should be booked, and this guy, blah, blah, blah. They don't know what they're doing. That's not what I'm saying. I'm enjoying what they're doing, but this would make for an awesome program. So I'm just throwing my idea out there to see what you guys think, and maybe how you guys think they should be used. Brock and Ryback, that is. Now, the match between Rusev and Ryback was an entertaining showcase of brute strength, which is what I wanted. And I was curious to see how it would end. And call me stupid, but I had no idea you could get disqualified from throwing somebody to the ring post. I really didn't. Maybe I haven't watched the WWE in a long time, but in TNA, you could get away with shit like hitting people, ignoring the ref counts, and all this crazy crap, which I know people are against, but that's just what I'm used to, letting them fight it out. You know what I'm saying? Now, um, after that, he threw him to the steps, and Ryback was shown walking away before Rusev left. Oreo. Ryback was shown leaving the ringside before Rusev, and it just kind of seemed like Ryback pussied out. Was kind of awkward. Give me a moment. I swear, I just want to throw something at her. Now, as I said, it was kind of awkward showing Ryback walk away. The man just threw you to the steps after the match was over, and you look like a kid that got bullied, limping to the nurses. Maybe I'm nitpicking, but if it came to my mind, maybe it's a simple detail that could have been changed and would have eliminated that thought altogether and make the ending better. It was a very entertaining match overall, so I enjoyed it. Like I said, it was just kind of awkward seeing Ryback get up and then just walk away while Rusev is still there, like, and just walk away. Usually I'm used to seeing the guy nurse the injury a little bit and Rusev leaves the ring and then the guy gets up and then he leaves. Again, just nitpicking, just a little bit. Next, we had a promo from Paige. I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed some of the guys on the mic. The double screen promo during the entrances definitely saves time, eliminates watching the same old entrances again and again, and reminds me of the quick pre-taped promos before matches that they used to do in the 80s. So that's fucking awesome. One negative is that usually those had an interviewer of some kind. This empty dark room makes it feel like one of my low-budget YouTube video blogs or reality TV confession room. Maybe that's what they're trying to achieve, but an actual interviewer will add more scope to the promo and a little less cheesiness of someone getting all intense. To a camera in a dark room. I'm about to have a match, so I'm talking to this camera about the match. And I'm talking about how I feel about the guy that I'm about to face in this match, camera. You know what I'm saying? But the actual interviewer will be like, you really think he's going to defeat me? The 3-time world heavyweight champion, the 2-time intercontinental champion, the first ever quadruple, triple grand slam. You know what I'm saying? It maybe just adds a little bit more intensity if there's actual somebody for him to feed off of. Now, as I said, I enjoyed Paige's promo. The match had a really nice finish. Everything before that was just regular. But I really liked the finish. Paige came out as a clear, strong winner and won with dominance and ease. She didn't even look phased. She was just like, yeah, I beat this bitch. That's right. Then they also mentioned that this will be a record-tying reign if she wins Sunday, which I didn't know since I haven't watched WWE in years, and it was very informative. Kevin Owens has an in-ring interview with Michael Cole, and there's something about the way John Cena sells Owens' finisher that makes it too obvious he's helping Owens do the move. Maybe I'm just seeing shit or seeing something to complain about, but I see Cena run and just go, wee, and jump up for him to get demolished. Moves that I'm used to seeing somebody get picked up, D'Lo Brown, Sky High, or that nice slam that Bradshaw used to do. It didn't look like the guy was helping those guys too much. Now, where am I? As I was saying, it was a really nice interview. It was a really nice interview with Owens, and if I was a casual fan who just was introduced to Owens last 2 weeks ago, I would question my faith in Cena because of how confident Owens is. This is the kind of confidence and presence that Rollins needs to showcase at all times, or the NXT title will feel more prestigious than the WWE title. I'm really looking forward to Sunday and seeing how they book the finish to this match. and also how Samoa Joe is booked against Owens in the long run. I think it would be awesome if Samoa Joe costs Owens the match at Elimination Chamber, especially